Buying a pre-construction condo without realizing all of the pros and cons is one of the things that a lot of people do, and later on come to regret their decision because they weren't properly advised and prepared for what it took to purchase a pre-construction condo. Now, the allure of purchasing a pre-construction condo was something that a lot of people were drawn to because the stats showed that on average, home prices were going up 2 to 5% per year. And not to say that that's not currently happening, but over the recent years, there's definitely been some fluctuation in pricing. So a lot of people that weren't prepared for that volatility ended up losing their profit, their equity, and in some cases, their entire deposit. So you have to understand that buying a pre-construction anything carries some risk. That's why if you're not in a position where you're willing to take that risk, it's probably a lot easier for you to consider buying a resale condo that's maybe 2 to 5 years old, so you're not paying GST, you're able to walk through the unit that you're purchasing, and you don't have to worry about any delays or any market appreciation because you're owning the unit the day that you purchase it, not waiting 2 to 3 years for the project to be complete. And that's why I think first-time home buyers should definitely consider the options of buying a resale unless their financial situation doesn't allow them to go that route. Buying a pre-construction condo also doesn't typically end well for anybody who's thinking about upsizing or downsizing because it's very hard to time exactly when that project will be finished. So if you're thinking about buying after you sell a home, you have to time it perfectly, or you might end up having to rent a property until the home is finished, which you won't really know until usually about a month beforehand. So if you're not in a position to be that flexible with the completion date, buying a pre-construction condo might not be a great option for you either. If you're somebody who's looking to find a great deal when buying a pre-construction condo, a lot of the times you're going to find that you're actually always paying a premium to buy something brand new, especially a condo that's 2 to 3 years out, because developers know that the perceived value of having a buffer of time could be beneficial for some, and that's why they know that they'll be able to sell units at a higher price point than some resale units are currently offered at. Another reason why buying a pre-construction condo might not be the right option for you is if you are one of those people that likes to touch and feel everything that you buy. Obviously nowadays everybody's online shopping, but if you need to feel the material of the clothes that you're buying, you should consider buying a resale property instead of a pre-construction condo, because usually when you're walking through a presentation center with a show home, all decked out with all the upgrades, all the furniture, and most of the time a larger floor plan than you're going to be purchasing, it's easy to get carried away and think that that's what you're purchasing, when the reality is there's a very high chance that when you walk into your new unit on the very first day, it'll look nothing like what you saw in the presentation center. Now, if you're okay with all the downsides of buying a pre-construction condo, well, there's definitely some positives. Because like I mentioned before, there is a buffer of time where if you need it to get your financials in order, for example, you don't have the full down payment yet, but you have a plan in place to come up with that down payment, or you have a future career upgrade coming where you're gonna have a higher income by the time that the condo is complete, then buying a pre-construction condo might work out for you. At the end of the day, it is a risk, so you have to understand that. So make sure that you find a realtor who is upfront with you about the pros and the cons, so you are fully aware of everything that's going on before you make that decision. So I hope this video was super informative for you. If you have any questions, comment them down below or give me a call. I'm happy to answer any of your questions about pre-construction. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.